you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Reviewtechusa, it scares here. And so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories.
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose. It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. 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 Exposed. 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 Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking. SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. Vaginas. Hey guys, this is Scarce here. Lots of news today. Lots of exposure. And double upload. Expose. 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 You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was going to write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Reviewtechusa, it scares here. And so from now on, I'm going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories.
Expose, 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 expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose. 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 It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose. Expose. Expose.
Hello, everybody.
Expose. 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 Expose.
How are you?
Expose. 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 Expose.
I'm doing just fine.
Expose.
Let's see who popped the super chat cherry this evening. Got a couple in here. We got B-Man, Pop, Deadeye, Rodith Strong, and Lycon Zero. What time frame are you in? These streams seem to be starting an hour later than they were previously at. Well, tonight I just started later than I usually do. I almost was going to skip streaming tonight, but I'm like, you know what? I'll stream. I made my magic coffee again. Danielle. Yeah, how have you been, Danielle? What's going on? Yeah, I know. I saw that today. Yeah, I'm a little lit up. Big Navi. How much is Big Navi going for? How much is Big? Up until last month, I never heard of an 8K display. Don't even waste your time with 8K yet. Don't even waste your time with it yet. My editor, I did the video, by the way, for everyone thinking that I'm saying I'm going to do something and not do it because I have shitty time management skills, which is true. USA. TV video is filmed. My editor is 70% done with it. It's going to go up tomorrow. So how much is Big Navi? I missed it today. $579, and it compares with the 3080, right? Control Nintendo Switch Cloud Edition coming out. Is it really? But why? A cloud? We're not ready for that yet, man. I'd rather see them do like some deep learning super sampling shit with the next Switch. What? Big Navi's already out? I think I'm going to let Micro Center know. I'll buy the processor if they don't want to. I understand it's new, demanding, I'll wait in line like everybody else, metaphorical line for a Zen 3 or AMD 5000 chip. I'm going to get that 16 core boy, hook it up with, maybe I'll get, so when is the 6900 XT's release date? Let me look it up now. I'm behind it. Honestly, I haven't even looked it up yet. It's been a day of horses, kids. It's been a day of horses. November 12th. What's the big boy? The Nintendo Switch. What's something that was common in retro pre-7th gen that you wish would turn into modern times? More single-player games. We still have a good amount, but not like... And I miss experimentation. There's not that much of it except in the indie scene. Did you hear that Big Navi is going to be up with the 2080, 3080, and 30? So it outperforms the 3080 and it's $120 less? Xbox says that they would be open to Game Pass on Switch and PS5. What's your thoughts? They want to go in the direction of being a service, man. I gotta go. I don't have no Switches up here, really. I have no fucking Switches. I haven't sexually experimented. Congratulations, 8 Thoughts. I'm proud of you. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna see. Let me ask intro guy. Intro guy just has to quarantine for one more day. He's perfectly fine, by the way. Could you go to the mailbox by any chance, man, if you don't mind, and see if there's stuff there for us? Yeah, he was intro guy does not have COVID. Yeah, he was. He got lucky. No one tested positive as far as he knows. Everyone's test came back negative. So the guy definitely had it. He still has symptoms. But he's playing by the rules. He will be on stream tomorrow. Good evening, Rich. And everyone. I'm very interested in making my own PC, but I'm really stuck on where to start. Rich, have you ever thought of making a PC building guide for novices? Sean, message me. I don't know if you're are you on Facebook still? It's all right if you had to unfriend me or something, dude. Whatever the case. I haven't seen you in a while. We could talk because I need to get rid of shit, and I have a computer that would be perfect for you and has an upgrade path. Rich, for Halloween, would you please paint yourself yellow and dress up as Barney from The Simpsons? Hi, let's tell them Big Baby sent you. Can I have some money? Sure. You know what I bought today, which is actually interesting. So I think, Eric, they want to become a service. I know I kind of gave a short answer and I wasn't being dismissive. A service, they want you to play it anywhere. They want you to play it anywhere. I'm going to have to try out. How much are they making you spend on Control? I want to try out Control. Yes, I'm hyped for Demon Souls. I told you guys, I've heard it for a while. Maybe I thought, all right, maybe I'm wrong, but I heard it was not like full RDNA 2.0 inside the PS5. And everyone got pissed off. I'm like, I'm just saying what I heard. I'm not saying it's right, but I've heard that before. It's free right now? Really? It's really free right now, huh? Yeah, the PS5 is not. And I heard that the Series X and S are. I'm just saying what and everyone got all fucking butthurt over it. And I didn't respond to any, but I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, man. All right. Is this a good deal? Nandy Ruman. Hey, Rich, is this a good deal for 790 pre-built? 3600, not a bad chip. RTX. Yeah. I would say that's a really good deal. Good to really good. Just missing out on amazing. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, then you have is it an X570 motherboard or a B550? Do you know? Because I think the B550 can't be upgraded to the newest Zen. I mean, you could always put a 8-core in there. But I think that's a pretty good deal. Did you your pizza? Did you PS5 pre-order from GameStop get delayed one of the games from the bundle? I didn't get the bundle. I got a bundle, but it didn't have that game. The Destruction Butt Cheek. And I heard that the game is just going to be delayed. You'll still get the system. That's what I heard. Yeah, it's B550. Still worth it. Now, are you getting this from a store or is someone building it for you? Can you maybe bargain? You said pre-built, so probably not. Yeah, I would say it's still worth it. That's a pretty good deal. You're a horse. I don't know if you're going to get it day one. I'm probably not going to get it day one too, to be quite honest with you. I have no idea when I'm going to get it. If I get I ordered a Series X and two S's, a PS5 and two digital editions. If I get one of each, like just one PS5 or one, like an Xbox S or a Series X, I'll be happy. Because what's going on with the mail and USPS and FedEx and Horse, I don't have high hopes. Like my Joy-Cons that I bought, the Hori Joy-Cons, to compare them to the no-name brand ones that they copied. Mail said it was delivered yesterday. Wasn't delivered. As a matter of fact, when I get off the stream, I got to go see if the package got delivered. If it didn't, I have to call Amazon and complain to them. So, will I try to get a 3070? Probably not. I'm a 1080Ti owner, not impressed with new GPUs. Want to wait for RDNA 3 and get PS5, but I'm bummed about paying for PS Plus after being spoiled by PC gaming. Why aren't you impressed with the new? I think they're pretty good, man. Thanks so much. This is all new to me. Cheers, man. Yeah, that's a pretty decent deal, dude. It's above average. It's not the most amazing, but it's pretty I would say go for it. Nandy Ruben, thanks so much. So there you go, man. Me and my friend is getting a house together, and I was wondering what your thoughts are on projectors. My friend wants a projector, and it looks cool. You got to make sure it's dark in the room, though. And then do you want the room dark all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the room, look at the layout, look at the practicality. Yeah, we're getting to 1300. I'll turn on the... Hey, Rich, are you still tearing through those cans of seltzer? I had to complain to Newegg, order a headset, and it got stolen off my doorstep. Dude, every delivery service right now is a fucking disaster, man. Every delivery service is a fucking disaster. Should I camp out for a 3070 tomorrow? I personally wouldn't. But I do know people that are horses and would. And respect to those people that are horses. I love horses. Giddy up, you're so luscious. Giddy up, you're so luscious. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, horse. Yo, Rich! I bought a C10 55 instead of the 48 because it was the same price. Thoughts? You know what I actually like? If I didn't... See, like I said, I got the Sony X900H. It is a nice TV. I'm going to keep it. But I got it for the video because I was like, oh, man. If I wasn't buying it... Well, either way, I would be buying it for work, and it would be a legitimate tax write-off because I would use it back here. But I was like, what is a TV in a price range? And I'm thinking, I could get this 55-inch delivered to my doorstep, this X900H with HDMI 2.1 from Amazon for sub $1,000. So I'm like, as much as I want the 48-inch, but I didn't think it would make for as good of a video. I'm like, and you know what? I could deal with that worrying about burning, even though it's not that big of a deal. So, but I can understand why, hey, the bigger the size, the better. The bigger the size, the better. Chat with me. The bigger the size, the better. The bigger the size, the better. Mess with my breasts, and you die like the rest. But in a world where I wasn't making a video and Dad just wanted the monitor for like back here to get rid of these fucking pieces of shit. I hate these monitors with a passion. I did from day one, but I just kept them because the size looked good on camera. That's what I would get. So, but if you want the bigger size, they're both great TVs. I like the 48-inch because it's kind of like a luscious monitor. When is my next game stream? They are the best. Maybe I'll stream some Fear 3. That would be fun. But for some reason, the music doesn't work. The audio doesn't work on Fear 3 via HDMI. It's weird. But if I use my headset, it works. So I don't know how I would get it out to the capture card. Okay. In a minute. Hey, Rick, what do you think about the Alienware i7? That's an 8-core, 16-thread trip, 2070 Super. It's nice. 2 terabyte SSD. Hey, now. Yeah, how much is it, though? Do you like the movie Titanic? Yes, I do. I don't think... It's an excellent movie. It's not just some overhyped piece of ass. I'm drinking the horse out of my horse tonight. So I bought this thing. Actually, I meant to explain this. I'm so much excited. Thank you for the peach. Opinions on the RMD. I'll probably get one. I bought this tripod. It had a teenage girl in front of it, but I'm like, man, this would be great for B-roll. Comes with the light on it. And I missed your super chat, Brandon? Did I? Correct me if I'm wrong, but was the base Xbox One $100 more powerful and less? Yes. Thankfully, a Series is $100 cheaper while being less powerful than the PS5 digital. Yeah. But, I don't know. The Series S is concerning me. But anyway, I got the, so sorry, Brenda, I didn't mean to do that. It's like it has a light on it, like a soft light meant for lighting your face up, and you could put your phone in, and you could, like, I'm thinking, too, hey, that would always make for a great, like, I could use my phone and live stream from my phone and have a light so I'm not looking like an idiot. So I bought that. The Duck, I was wondering where you are. Here at Secular Talk and Joe Rogan, going to have a live stream election day with Alex Jones. I hope. Yes, it is going to be. That should be the most viewed thing in the world. Like, even if you're not into politics, that mixture of personalities should give you an erection. To be honest with you, Joe, I'm kind of retarded. Any tips on securing a PS5 pre-order? Call up Mark Cerny and tell him he has the best bowl cut in the world. There is no chance for you. Probably not. I'm just being real with you, man. She's an up-and-coming gaming lawyer and a fan. Send me a link to her chat. I think someone mentioned her before. I should have her on the show. There was a couple other times she was mentioned. Anyway, I checked out her stuff a while back. It's pretty cool. Ladies and gentlemen, review nipples Afghanistan. Why is this creaking now? Pisses me off. I hear noise in the fucking videos. Gonna have to grease the hinges. So yeah, I want to check out I checked out Legal Bites, and I probably should have her on the show. Giddy up, you're so luscious. Rich, is the LG 49 Nano 85 a good... Look, Austin Evans, people were coming to me, and I was like, no, guys, he's not wrong. Like, Rich, oh my God, you said that the Nano didn't work with HDMI 2.1, and Austin Evans is recommending it, but I'm like, yeah, he's not lying to you. It just ended up being, I couldn't recommend it because I didn't have my hands on a Series X or a PS5, which is that those are both HDMI 2.1 compatible. I just had the 3080. It didn't work with the 3080. So I couldn't recommend it. But what he was saying, he showed it on screen, so it's verified, is that it worked just fine at 4K 120. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal, man. Just keep in mind, like, just because it worked fine, because HDMI 2.1 is all over the place right now. Just because it worked fine with the Series X, if you're getting a PS5, or I could tell you firsthand with the 3080, it won't work with a 3080 yet until they patch it. But if you're getting a Series X, it's confirmed to work. But it has a nice picture. I actually think the colors were a little more vibrant on the LG Nano Cell than they are on the Sony X900H. But I didn't have them side by side. That I'm just going by memory, which you know how that can be. The recent Jones 3-hour podcast was pure gold, Dad. I have to watch it. I haven't had time. Rich, if the Series S gets a big install base, will it mean that games will be optimized for and just half-assed to the PS5? No. It's not as much work. I guess it's more work to whittle that down the game than it is more work to make the game work, because I don't know. I just hope that the Series S doesn't bottleneck the rest of this generation. Why is this jiggling? Stop jiggling. Stop jiggling. All right. What do you think about Halo Infinite? It's a mess. I'll talk about it tomorrow. It's fine. Thankfully, there's no problem with the $500 Series X as it's more powerful than the $500 PS5 and $400 PS5 digital. That is true. Which I heard PS5 is using parts from RDNA with custom other things since DirectX 12 is a Microsoft product. I heard they went with original RDNA. And then when they found out that Microsoft was using RDNA too, this is what I heard. And if it's misinformation, it's misinformation. I'm just making abundantly clear this is what I heard from a bird. And it's not a secret bird. I just don't remember where the fuck I heard it from. It was probably, I think it was like from comicbook.com or something like that, and a few other places. But that could be wrong. Have a good night, Alf. So I heard, that's what I heard. Since the Series S is 4.0 teraflops and the PS4 Pro is 4. Why is the Series S not marketed as a 4K machine like the PS4 Pro was? Because they know that the games, to get them at the level they need to get them at, they ain't reaching 4K. No way. If you want the advanced engines, you know, using ray tracing, we already see them having to skip out on ray tracing for Devil May Cry 5. I am going to collab with Slushy. When is the question? He messaged me. I got to get back to him, actually. Yeah, and the PS4 Pro was bare, like, It was like they did checkerboard rendering. A lot of times it was up-resed. A lot of times, yeah. Oh, yeah, I really should trade in my stuff, man. I really should trade in my stuff. And yeah, if you think about it, even first-party titles from PlayStation on the Pro, they were... Did I finish this? No, I didn't. It was like a cavernous... Even like Horizon Zero Dawn was checkerboard. God of War was checkerboard. Your 900H came today. Awesome, man. It's a good TV. It's great. Spoiler alert, it's a great TV. But the PS4 Pro, and there's a lot of times games just run it, they'll run it like a dynamic 4K on the Xbox One X, and they'll run it like 1440p at best and drop below that on the PS4 Pro. I got to use the little boys' room, guys. I'll be right back. Oh. All by myself, doing it all by myself. It just works. PS5, Series S, Amper, her 900H. So it's a good TV, man. It's a good TV. I mean, just don't expect OLED out of it. Of course I wash my hands, man. I took a dump, bro. You gotta wash your hands when you take a dump. See, it's making... What is going on with this thing? Why are you annoying me? That was a quick dump. Dad takes his dumps real quick. And my hands are washed, yes. What do you think about the upcoming AMD CPU and GPU? I think that AMD is trying to do with their GPUs what Ryzen did with CPUs. So, Rich wipes with someone actually wipes with their fingers. Dude, I'm telling you, the source I had over, and I still have, I got to actually contact them. He contacted me a couple days ago. Is legit. Oh, man. Fastest shitter in the West. Yeah, hey, man, when you got... hey, I had some Fiber One brownies. When you have the Fiber One, you let a turd out of your bun. No Man... People... I mean, I tried No Man's Sky after it was improved. Improved. And I don't know, it isn't... I mean, but it's a crafting game. I don't like crafting games. Okay. Sean. Millions of people. People for me. Wait, what did I... I am not a stripper on this side. Yeah, I'm not a fan of crafting, man. I'm not a fan. You should have her on the show, like a legal commentator for video game. Won't let me post a link, but legal bites in the search. Okay. No cap, wipe from the front or the back. I wipe I guess from front to back, because I don't want to get turds on my balls. I don't want to get turds on my balls, man. That's horrifying. Good evening, Rich. Love your vids. Why is Ken Bone behind me? I know. I look like fucking Ken Bone. I do. I'm just not a... But I do actually don't mind... I don't mind crafting in Dying Light. Ben-Hur, Ben Schiller. Good evening, Rich. My balls itch, ladies and gentlemen. Why do horses run on courses? Say luscious sources. Rich, what are your thoughts? Seems beastly. It does. Now, if only AMD's drivers aren't shit. Got an email from GameStop saying my PS5 pre-order has been delayed. But has it really been delayed? Someone called GameStop and said the rest of the pre-order would be coming in. This is what I heard. Maybe it's not true. Okay. So yeah, I would call them and check before you think that you're horsed out. If you think that you're horsed out, give GameStop a shout. Microsoft / GameStop deal, possibly turning GameStop into Xbox stores. Maybe they can turn it into what GameStop should have been, a loving game environment. Matthew James Scullin has buns, he wants to pay the funds. Intro guy, he has 2 thighs, I want them on my eyes. He just had those 2 nice thighs. Skip, dip, 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 dip. Got a call from Best Buy and my PlayStation 5 is not delayed. i9 9900K 32 gigabytes of RAM. What video card should I get? 3070 really? I got to check up on the 6000 specs. I really want the 3080, but seem impossible. Should I wait for stock? I mean, look, man, AMD makes good cards. My issue with AMD is their drivers. I always seem to have worse luck with AMD drivers than NVIDIA's drivers. But nice setup though, man. That 9900K will last you a while. It's streaming time, baby. Feeling pretty good about the AMD lineup. How do you feel about Rage Mode? I don't know. What the fuck is Rage Mode? Let's get baked and teched out. Love from Santa Cruz. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. Is GameStop similar to CEX Store in the UK? I don't know the CEX Store in the UK, but if it's a game retailer, then probably. That Alex Jones, Joe Rogan podcast was lit, baby. Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Portman. I don't know who the last one is. And I'm not answering that stuff, man. FMK. No. I personally, as much as I am going to keep the 900H and I enjoy it, if I can only choose one, I would get the LG because I just like OLED. Joseph Shallow, did I miss your super chat? Let me see. Microsoft GameStop deal, possibly. I answered that. Dude. I had no intention of watching this, but the title of the video was enough to pull me in, and here you are. Rage mode is faster GPU per when paired with Zen 3. Okay. Let me tell you what that is. It's a paywall. That is bullshit. I got to look into it. If that's true, that's bullshit. I don't know. Ah! You're so hot! Oh! No, fucking rage mode. Is it, hold on though, is the rage mode because of, why am I holding the mic like this? Is the rage mode because of PCIe 4.0? Is that where the rage mode is coming from? That's a beautiful blue polo shirt. Thank you, sir. And you're a beautiful man for telling me that. Sometimes you want to go where Matthew Scullin has his thighs. Microsoft told GameStop to close for Thanksgiving. Oh, Microsoft's laying the smackdown. You should be closed. First off, this is going to be a different Thanksgiving. It is a bad idea this year to have family gatherings. If you have family gatherings, they're going to be super spreader events. And before everyone gets defensive, I also thought the Trump rally was going to be super spreader events, and I thought the protests were going to be super spreader events. I don't give a fuck about politics. I don't care about any of that. I'm just saying a virus doesn't give a shit. Hey, Rich, I heard that GameStop and Target maybe have the PS5 left over after pre-orders. What's your opinion on that? They may possibly. I heard they're going to have some stock in the store, but good luck trying to get some of that stock. Intro guy, he has two thighs. I want them on my eyes. I really don't, but yeah, going to people's homes. COVID positive test reported at a high school in Dutchess County. Here we go. So, John Radin, good luck, but you're probably not going to get one. Watch Dogs Legion has a game-breaking bug on Xbox One X during a mission called 404. Oh, the irony. Free speech, fuck politics. I hear you, man. Or funk politics. Lamir Frazier. I pre-ordered the Xbox pizza and got the PS5 next year around the holidays. My last go-around with gaming because I'm 34 and getting no younger. Well, why does that have to be your last go-around with gaming, dude? So what? Like you can't get a console when you're 40? Well, I know plenty of people that are married with kids and still play games from time to time in their 40s, dude. Rich tomorrow. GameStop is closed for Thanksgiving. They are doomed. Yes, let's get into it. Also, that damn shirt on today. Ah, look at this shirt. Look at the blue on this shirt. Yeah, man, you don't have to. I mean, if you have a family and kids, your time is gonna be limited. You know, but you'll still find it, man. That's why I think the Switch is beautiful. Like when I have the beds here for them, start staying here next weekend, and I am sure that my gaming is going to be narrowed down to the Switch when they're sleeping, and they're probably going to be sleeping with me. They'll be in their bunk beds for 2 seconds, and then they'll sleep with me. Yeah, I know a guy in his 50s. I'm personal friends with him. He still games, man. So, do you think GameStop will have enough Series X stock? Nope. I'm just being real with you. Someone wrote something. It's Seth. I started waiting in line for a 3070 at 2 a.m. yesterday, and they got 3080s in, and I managed one. So instead of sitting in line for 2 days and getting a 3070, I sat in line for 8 hours and got a 3080. And it's a more... I don't understand why the 3070 too. You made a smarter choice because the shirt is too smexy. It got to come off. Okay. I just do this like, all right, here it is. The timer's set. So, 1040. 1040. Make sure the shirt's in the right way so when I have to put it back on. I don't want to mess up this box. Sometimes I want a horse named Intro Guy. He has 2 thighs. Yeah, that's because he did it on an iOS device. It started as a meme and now it's a thing. It started as a meme and now it's a thing. What does age have to do with gaming? I'm 42 and I've been a gamer since the 2600. Will never change. Well, here's the thing, man. I've talked about this in videos before. People feel like my generation was the first generation to grow up with gaming from birth. And gaming was looked at as the thing that only kids did and weird adults did. And that really held until like the early, in my opinion, it started, the original PlayStation kind of killed the gaming is just for kids thing, but it still was like edgy teenage like, you know. And that stigma's there. So people that are around my age with their peers, there's people who I know who are my age who are like, gaming, really? Then there's other people I know that are passionate about it, but there's people that I know that are like, because we grew up in that generation where it was still frowned upon. So when you get my age, everyone's like, oh, wow, that's sad. You're still picking up a controller. And the irony is that a lot of people that say that to you are probably playing stupid fucking games like Candy Crush on their phone for more hours per day than you're picking up a controller for. But that's just how it goes. So you feel the pressure because playing a game on your phone is socially acceptable because it's a phone, it's a communication device, you do your business on it. Walking around with this is not publicly shamed. Walking around with a device that's only solely meant for gaming, all I have is a Switch dock here, people look at it like, really? You're so into that hobby that you have to take it with you? It's just weird, man. It's just how it is. It's just how society is. Pizza. I'm 42, avid gamer, first GPU 1 gigabyte, AMD HD40 upgrading to 1070. That's going to be a fuck of an upgrade, bro. But people feel societal. Why do you think that there's that fake funk? Yeah, well, if we walked around with a Switch dock, you're just a fucking dumbass wasting your time, actually. Sean, good point. But if you have the console, you get what I'm saying. I know you're just being a smartass, but for Halloween season, I've watched all seasons of Castlevania anime and do you think it represents the game series well? That's what I should like binge watch those. I should like binge watch those. You know, so that's what it is that you get that, and peer pressure doesn't go away with high school. I assure you. You will deal with peer pressure. Doesn't matter if you're in your teens or you're 60. It exists. Because human beings think that conforming to something, that's normal. That's what it is. And my generation still even though we grew up with gaming, it's still looked at as the weird thing to do. Even though there's people that'll spend hours upon hours upon hours each day. Oh, what are you wasting your time about for? Instead, some of those people, either, like I said, they game on their phone for hours a day, or they'll watch TV for hours a day. For hours upon hours, I mean, not 4 hours. Or how about got dudes who do fucking fantasy football? Like, they'll literally drive to someone's house hours upon hours away and go hang out with a bunch of other dudes and just play pretend. Like, think about it. Oh, bro, why are you playing video games? What's wrong with you, man? And then they'll go, drive 2 hours away to go play pretend with other grown dudes. Because it's about football. It's so masculine. Oh, my God, I'm growing more hair on my chest just saying football, bro. Just how it is, man. It's how it is. Oh, hey, Rich. I built my 2011. I recently upgraded graphics card. Stupid me. I was hoping I could pay. I got to open up on Streamlabs, dude. Sorry. So I could read the rest. 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 Rest. Let's see here. Hidden Gamers. Rich, I built a PC in 2011. It's quite a while ago now, and just recently upgraded the graphics card to a 1660 Ti. Stupid me was hoping I could play newer games, but have to play all games on the lowest settings from the work, and Warzone crashes. Something's not right. A 1660 Ti should handle games better than that. Something's wrong. It should handle it better than that. So thank you. I'm going to watch more of that. I want to binge watch those. Estado. Valentin. Hey, Rich. I've been thinking about purchasing a laptop for gaming. I want to game while not at my desk. I have a gaming PC, but I know next to nothing about laptops. What should I look for when buying? I would hold off a little bit until we see what mobile chips both AMD and NVIDIA come out with for graphics. Because you jump in now and they find some way to cram and not have it overheat a 3080 or a 3070 in one of those laptops, a mobile version, you're going to regret it. So save your money and see what they put in there. And horses. What has happened to society is because it's become so judgmental in its weapons or cancel culture and shame tactics. We used to have a do you motto. It's always been that. Even before social media just amplified it, dude. But it's always been that way. Human beings are judgmental pieces of shit. And the reason why we're instinctually that way is because we want to people want to be better than other people. Just want to make sure this isn't an porn. Whenever I get an Outlook email, I get nervous. Let's see. Hopefully nothing got canceled. Nope. Tried Switch cloud games yet? Released today. What has happened to society because it's so judgmental and weapons or cancel culture and shame tactics? When I put my shirt back on, I'll go get my Switch and try the cloud gaming. That may be where Switch... Maybe that will be where the Switch goes next. I'm going to be interested to see how that works. Now, Nintendo's having their servers do the streaming? Pixel 5 or S20 Fan Edition? Oof. It's such a complicated question. Because the best way it could be subscribed is the way like Will Smith, Marquez Brownlee said, this is a Google vessel. Like, you're getting the pure Android experience. 765G is more for that. You're getting pretty damn good cameras. I don't know if I would say they're the best anymore. This is the same sensor from the Pixel 2. It's time to upgrade to Google. I don't care how good your software is. Has the 90 hertz screen, which is cool. Like I said, on phones anyway. I love high refresh rates for gaming monitors and TVs, but on phones I could give a shit. Yeah, and it's a great phone. But the fan edition, on the flip side, the fan edition, I'm going to go for get your super chat. Oh, shit. I saw your super chat, Clash for City Rocker, and Dad skipped over it. Clash for... I took a 5 milligram instead of... You'll be all right, man. You'll be right. You'll feel it a little more. But if you start getting a little panicky because it's hitting you harder, just, realize you know what it is. And honestly, if you take the helm and be like, all right, I'm feeling this way because I took it, not only will that anxiety go away, you'll feel the benefits of it. When do you think the PS3 service will be shut down? I don't know, any day, man. I mean, you got to realize it's 2 generations ago now. So, Rich, Control Ultimate Edition on Switch now. I'm going to have to try it. I'll try it. Once I put my shirt on, I have to give the man what he paid for, these nips. Then I'll go get it. Rich, want to go meet up for some coffee? Absolutely. We'll meet right now. If you get 1 million subs, then horses can run on courses. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the horses. I meant that I only upgraded the graphics card. The rest of the build is the same from... Oh, God! I didn't notice that in the wording, man. No! What is the CPU? Now, if it's like a i7 2600, you should be able to do some decent gaming. How much RAM do you have? What processor do you have? How many horses do you have in your stable? Is the power supply horse enough for the 1660 Ti? Is the horse going to horse when it's running on a course in my source? Ban anybody who says source. Did I yawn again? I didn't even realize it. I'm not even that tired. Yep, the shirt is off until 10:41. Rich, you skipped my super. Did I, Michael Miller? Is Cyberpunk going to suck now? Be honest. I don't know. I'm not super excited for Cyberpunk. I've held to that. I'm not super excited for Cyberpunk, but I'd rather see a game get delayed than get rushed out and it's a buggy mess and people hate it. And I know everyone's like, oh, Rich, they showed that they said it won't get delayed again. All right, but so they made a miscalculation, man. It got fucking delayed again. But, Rich, they showed off a trailer before 8th Gen even started. Okay! So it's more of a task than they thought. Now, if they were running a Kickstarter and they had photos of, like, the lead developer blowing lines of coke off a urinal in a club somewhere because he used the money from the Kickstarter, then be angry. But it's delayed because they want to make sure it's right and they're having issues and they rather not fix the issues after the game's released and fix them first. What is wrong with that? Now, the crunch they're doing is wrong, where people literally look physically ill, I heard. Tevin, I missed your super. Well, Rich, you are better than me, and I don't give a hoot. What do you... I'm for... Tevin Nips. Sexy Nips. Man, you left a lot of super chats that I missed, dude. So... And everyone's like, Rich, do you believe they're actually getting... I'm like, yeah, I believe they're getting death threats. Like, everyone... It's so funny how everyone's like, oh, they're so pro-consumer, and they fuck up. And it's not even really a fuck up. They want to make sure the game isn't a fuck up. And then everyone turns on them because they promised. All right, man, I've made mistakes before, too. I said I was going to review things and didn't review them. Should no one watch my channel? Don't answer that. I had to have their TV review. It's 70% done. The editor's doing it. Oh, why do horses run on courses? You got to ask Intro Guy Sources. He's going to be on the stream tomorrow night. You'll have a little bit of bottleneckage with the Ryzen 5 3600, but you'll be doing some quality gaming. Over and out, boss. So, yeah, it's everyone, the overreaction is real. And everyone's like, I've been waiting since 20. Like, oh, okay, so wait a little fucking more. 3 weeks more. You've been waiting this long. Wait a little bit more. Why do horses, when December comes, of course they'll buy it. The idiots given the death threats will buy it too. The idiots given the death threats will be the first to stand in line and buy the shit. I'll get a pizza. I'll get a PS5 controller. I'll probably pre-order it now so I can do it on the 30th. I know, hey guys, it's Austin. Already did a video, but that's okay. My nipples will do a video. I'll actually just go downstairs. I'll have both my nips here, and they'll unbox. The True Nerd, thank you for becoming a member. So that's the thing too. Like, we've been waiting for so. Okay, you've been waiting for so fucking long. The True Nerd, thank you for becoming a member once again. No, it's too many. Austin Evans has those big pecs now, man. I'm intimidated by his pecs. Make sure to let him know I'm intimidated by his pecs. Hey guys, it's Austin. I think I've seen him drive an Audi too. Nice car. I don't know why I raised my eyebrows like this. I look like Ethan Klein. What the fuck did I just tune into? You tuned into greatness, man. We're gonna... Yeah, Deshaun, exactly. And I don't care... dude, I don't care if you game 12 hours a day and never leave the house and play every game that comes out. There has to be something in the backlog you could play for the next 3 weeks. No developer at CD Projekt Red should have to die or get threatened for 3-4 fucking weeks. I mean, what is this? Seriously. Firebot, what is this? Tell me. You tell me what it is. Tell me. What does this look like to you? I'll tell you what I think it looks like. It looks like a beautiful man with no shirt on is streaming, and you are fucking loving it. Are you loving it? My mic does not smell like a fart. Doesn't. Should I cancel your Series S? I don't... Look, man, you could always get the return on. Look, I don't like what I heard from developers who know how to code, who are software engineers. They were saying that it's going to be a bottleneck and tough to make games for. And then you see games coming out with like 8th gen specs. I know it's the beginning of a new generation, but we aren't... Here's the thing that's going on. We're not dealing with like a unique architecture every generation now. It's not like when you... Okay, so let's do... The original Xbox was x86. Kind of strange how things came full circle. Then they went over to the triple core Power PC chip for the 360. WAP all day, dude. Now they're back to x86, and all the systems are x86. So it's not like there's that huge hurdle anymore to learn, like with the PS3 or even PS2 is a fucking nightmare, I heard, to code for. Didn't they have people that really had to go to like binary almost to get shit to work on there? And Ken Kutaragi's like dev kit was like him holding up his middle finger going, good luck. I got these man boobs. Titties like a woman. Titties like a woman. I got titties like a woman. Titties like a woman. Xbox trolling the troll. It's pretty brilliant. It's brilliant marketing. Why do people care got DualSense working on Xbox? It is kind of strange. When has that happened before? I'm sure there's been ways, but if it works right out of the box, it's pretty crazy. Destiny 2 Beyond Light releases November 10th. Play that while you wait. It's free. There you go. Boom. Everyone freaking out and, threatening people's lives over a video game can relax and play something else. Rich, can you get a pack of white shirts next stream and go Hulk Hogan on them instead of taking them off normally? That is a good idea, and I'll do that. I'm not kidding. Not next stream, but eventually I'll get the shirts and do that. Thoughts on Hitman and Control coming to Switch? I am going to try them. Actually, not even after the stream. I'm going to try them actually kind of on the stream. Donated. Hidden Gamers donated. Here is my build. 16750 i7 2600K. That could still do some pretty decent gaming, man. So you got the power supply. I don't know what, 16 gigs of DDR3, 2 terabyte hard drive. Something else is wrong with that build. That should run okay. A 4-core, 8-thread, even a Sandy Bridge. I mean, I could see you getting bottleneck, but not crashing. That's weird, man. Will supply donations to pay for the white shirts to be ripped off like Hulk Hogan. Ah, good point. Why is Phil talking about Game Pass on PlayStation? Because he wants everyone to sign up for the service, man. Xbox is going to be a service. When is the question? There may be another console generation for all we know. This could be the last console generation for all we know, but they want to be a service. And think about it. It benefits that, like, the Switch is not a competitor for them. They're not doing anything like the Switch. They're doing cloud gaming, but it's not like they're... Man, that was a deep fart. Wow. I feel like 5 pounds lighter from that fart. Why are you not... I knew it was getting warm in here. That was a deep fart, man. I think, yeah, and I could see Xbox. Well, first off, they still need to do a little bit more with the latency on xCloud. It's playable, but just barely. Once they do that, I mean, the Switch isn't competent. Microsoft has no device like the Switch, so why not put Game Pass on there? You could argue that playing games on your phone through Game Pass is Switch-like, but it's still, they're not making a dedicated device for portable gaming. So just embrace it. Embrace it like you embrace the nips. Random question. Do you prefer the grungy metal sound of the YM or the MIDI realistic samples on the SNES? Depends on the game. Most times the SNES. Especially because one thing about the Genesis that sucked is the chip wasn't bassy. The FM synthesis chip, the Yamaha chip, couldn't produce the bass. If it was bassier, it would definitely be better, but it was kind of tinny. What would you make of the head of Halo Infinite leaving? The game isn't it? Probably a shitstorm, dude. It's probably a. Did I bring up seltzer? Yes, I did. Rich, Daddy, should I ski at Big White or Silver Star this winter? I'm stoned and need your guidance. I would wait to see what goes on with COVID before you make any plans like that, brother. That's what I would do. Horse. I'm not sold on Cyberpunk. Yeah, there's a lot of... Here is the thing that they're going to regret, even though I'd rather see the game be delayed, is that even if it's an excellent game, which it very well still could be, now it's at like not Half-Life 3 levels of hype where it's just completely unreachable, but it's pretty high up there. I mean, this game has been talked about since 2013, and people are expecting like the Citizen Kane of fucking video games. So I was on the public bus in New York City, and I farted while I was listening to music and realized it was really loud, and I felt really embarrassed. You should just be like it was me and just be proud of that ass. Proud of the gas you produce from your ass. If you can only pick one, would it be the PS5 or Series X?
Thank you.
For all the great content. PS5, because right now I like the games it has in the launch window. No one could buy a 3080 if AMD can keep stock of there. This is very true. RX 1600, what do you think NVIDIA can do to combat this? What is wrong with their stock? This is bad. If stock of the RX 6800 is plentiful, and it performs as well as the 3080 or a little better from what I've been hearing, yeah, it could be bad for NVIDIA. I know they're switching back to TSMC for their fabrication and making the chips, but it might be too. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Like I said, this could be AMD's Ryzen moment for their GPUs. Currently playing Watch Dogs Legion. It's pretty fun, Richie. Have you had a chance to check out the Cobra Kai game? I have not. And I am not naked. I have pants on. And I have a hairy chest on. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. Had to get the finishing touches of footage to my editor. And for the TV video. And I got a video out today at the last minute. And I'll make a video on that tomorrow. I am a horse and I'm a horse. Shower with your dad sim. What a fucking game. What a weird. And it's actually like a fun, like you have to match the kid with the dad, and it's like fun for like the concept of just like the gameplay is fun for like 5 seconds and then the novelty wears off. Ampere issues with Samsung 8 nanometer yields and GDDR6 jank. Oof. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. So, man, today this has been a tough year. Kyle Klukin, sounds like NVIDIA is holding back a lot of stock right now for a release to sell when AMD releases its card. That's why stock is slow to replenish. Who the hell knows? That's some 4D chess. Why would they? Well, why wouldn't you just get the cards in people's hands now? It just, I don't know, whatever. Rich, you're creamy. Ben-Hur, Ben Stiller, Ben-Hur, Ben Stiller, Ben Stiller, together forever. RTX 3080 or Radeon 6800 XT? I have to look more into how is the ray tracing performance on the 6800 XT. Did they show numbers for that? See, that's where, you know, context is key. Okay, conventional benchmarks, the new 6000 series card that compares to the 3080, whatever the fuck the number is. Tony Lowe, thank you for the super chat. Cool, great. Turn on ray tracing. What happens there? We got another Streamlabs donation in here. These horses are all galloping to the stable. I have been having issues where I can't access the RAM for my CPU, and I'm limited to 6 gigs of RAM on my GPU. I have to play all games at lowest settings, and Warzone looks like an end. Yes, there's something else wrong with your hardware there, and if you're going to, you know, don't get like a new motherboard for that old shit, but that hardware, if everything was working properly, you should be able to game pretty decent on it, even though it's old as shit. People still game on their i7 2600 horses. So, yeah, if something else is wrong, Ben-Hur and Ben Stiller would like to talk to you about it. Stream Bug Snacks. The TV video is 70% done by my editor. It was filmed. He's finishing it. And he'll have it up tomorrow. So, yes, it was done. It wasn't just Daddy Rich saying he was going to do something. I got to stop calling myself Dad. Dude, why is your shirt off? What the fuck? So, it's in the bag. It's just being edited now. And, hey, I rather him... And I want him to double check to make sure there's no like in between footage. Maybe I need to film me doing something else. Maybe I need to run naked around the TV to see how durable it is. Like this. So. Caleb, I am not going to go into that. I appreciate the super chat. That will just turn this into a shit show. Thank you. Kyle Klukin, the thought is with the starved market, NVIDIA can get higher profits before they have to compete at lower price points, but people will tire of it. Okay. Be interesting to see if that happens. It's pretty fucked up if it does. Halo Infinite Disappointment Management Purge, RIP. We'll see. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Switch Pro in 2021 or Switch 2. I would see a Switch 2 in 2022, whatever they're going to call it. Knowing Nintendo, they'll give it some weird-ass name that makes no sense. Together forever with Ben Stiller. Why are you shirtless when there are horses here? I'm drinking Code Red. Am I a real gamer yet? I'm not into that stuff, man. I'm not into that stuff, man. It's too... There's no theater. There's no sugar in this. It's just... refreshing. All those bubbles. Did you open? I didn't get a PS5, dude. I'm not on that level, bro. I'm not on that level. But I'm okay, though, because I have a 3080. In the 3080, I have the Founders Edition. It is a nice little card. Together forever. Do you love me like I love you? Hey, Rich, love your content. Do you think those of us who pre-ordered PS5s via Amazon on September 16th will receive them on the release day? Probably not. I did that too. Probably not. Amazon sucks with release day stuff with gaming. Everything, like, before the pandemic. Now they're in. But before the pandemic, 2-day Prime was real, man. 1-day Prime. Some places, same-day Prime. But now it's like, why do I even... I mean, I guess I pay for Prime because the better prices and the free delivery. But that was the nicest thing about Prime is you needed something, man. It was like... I could wait a day and just get it that way. Why am I going to go spend more money? But the other thing is, too, now, from an electronic standpoint, is that Best Buy is really giving them a run for their money. Really is. I order a lot of shit now through Best Buy because it gets here quicker, gets here just more reliable, actually, than Amazon, and they match prices. Jeff. Mr. Bezos, you paying attention? Phil Spencer about to nuke 343, no survivors. Maybe Phil Spencer actually has that grenade launcher and just is going around. How are you liking the 3080? Have had mine a couple weeks now, and it's a beast, yes, but massive headaches to get. Only way I got it was with a bot. I didn't get it with a bot, but Cam Ritz on Twitter, shout out to him again. I got mine at MSRP through Best Buy, and it definitely wasn't botting because he actually sent me a link for it was an Aorus, Gigabyte Aorus, or however the fuck you say that. And they totally fucked that up. They're like, oh, it's going to be whatever time. And I went there 5 minutes before, and it went from coming soon to out of stock, even though I was there before. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the 3080 Founders Edition was in stock, and I tried to get it, and it said it's no longer there. And Cam said to, sounds like I'm talking about Cameron from Dipset. He said that, like, no, man, keep trying. People are getting through. And I tried a few more times, and it finally went in the cart. And I wasn't really super. I was like, man, I'll wait for a 3080 Ti. But if I do get one, which I needed to because I wanted to test out this TV, and Sony and Microsoft weren't sending me consoles, I would like to get the Founders Edition, and that's the one I got. I like the way the Founders Editions are the best looking cards. Dipset. Notice PC gaming is on a rise. That's dope. It's been on a rise, man. It's been on a rise. Why am I slapping my stomach? Why am I slapping? Hey, I can put my shirt back on. No, the camera's on. Camera was on the whole time. Didn't DSP, because I actually defended him recently, say I'm a backstabbing douchebag or something like that? That's what I heard. Tit is like a woman. Tit is like a woman. I don't know if it's true. That's what people were telling me. He said I'm a backstabbing douchebag. Medical edible, medical edible, medical edible, medical edible, medical edible. No, man, I just like Boogie's like, oh, like he said something about us having beef, and I'm like, that media guy I'll check out in a second. I'm like, who has beef with you, dude? I'm not going to stream the election, sir. Shirtless. Notice PC Gaming's resist aspect. Thank you. Have you been affected by this pandemic? I had a cousin pass away from it. Probably too. What was the super chat that I missed, man? I do have ray trace nips. Someone's name is Ben Stiller in COD. Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller. Yeah, I had to go to the mall today, and what I did is like, hey, you know what? I'll get my steps in while I'm here. So I put my hands in my pockets, had my mask on. I put my hands in my pockets, not to look creepy, which I'm sure I did. But I was like, yeah, I don't want to touch anything. So I walked the mall with my hands in my pockets, looking like a creeper. And I was just scratching my leg. Where's Doom Eternal on Switch? You're going to have to ask COVID about that one, because I think COVID killed it. I have a feeling we may never get it now. I have a feeling we may never get it now. They must be like, all right, it's a wash. So, will you give the LG C10 another try, Rich? Dude, I have the B9. That's where I tried it. Oh, it wasn't the CX, dude. I had the Nano, which does work with the Xbox Series X at 4K 120. So I'm like, all right, cool. The price point, I'm like, it's a good, decent-sized TV. It's big enough for a small living room, and it's small enough for a big bedroom. It's nice because it's LCD, and you don't have to worry about burning. And I thought the picture looked pretty good, but I couldn't get it on my 3080 to run properly. Now I know the 3080 is fine, because it works both on the Sony X900H, and it works perfectly fine on the LG B9 as well. What was funny though, man, well, that was an adventure to get it to work. I updated the firmware on my LG B9. I updated to the newest NVIDIA drivers. I made sure Windows was fully up to date. I could not get the TV to do 120 anything my LG B9. Then I talked to Brian from Tech Yes City, and I explained to him everything. He's like, oh, try this firmware, and it wouldn't. I already had the newest firmware. I thought maybe that he gave me the side-loaded firmware he gave me was newer, but it wasn't. It was the same exact one. And he's like, hey, man, just try reinstalling the operating system. Do you have like a USB drive? I'm like, you know what, man, I'll just reinstall it on the main drive. I have nothing really important on here anyway, and I could just download the games again super quick. So because I tried a USB-C SSD, and Windows 10 would not install to that from the media creation tool. I'm like, you know what, at this point there's nothing really important. I was thinking of just wiping the operating system anyway, just to have a clean start. Reinstalled it, worked like a dream. there was some kind of hiccup in Windows. And the thing was, like I said before, is who would have thought Windows, just the operating system itself, would be the issue? I updated the drivers for the graphics card. I updated the firmware. I updated Windows. I'm thinking, this has to, like... And LG came out with a statement saying that their OLEDs, the ones that are supposed to be compatible, may have issues, and just for now, run it at 4K 60 standard dynamic range. So I'm thinking, all right, they're admitting there's a problem. Why am I going to reinstall the operating system? But when Brian said that, I'm like, all right, maybe I'll give it a shot. You're right. Hey, what else? What can I really lose? And it worked. I don't know what fucking hiccup was in Windows, but it was there. So, my local Walmart has a Hisense 58-inch 4K HDR Roku. Well, that's nice. $278. Yeah, if you don't care about the next-gen features, like if you don't care about the HDMI 2.1 features, and I'm not saying that in a rhetorical way, like, oh, you should care. Yeah, it'll be great. I hear nothing but good things about the Hisense TVs, and Roku, the operating system Roku is the best one. I hate Samsungs. I hate LGs with the stupid Wii remote shit. They're like the TCL set I have has the best OS. Android TV is okay too. I like that. Like the Sony has the Android TV. It just has Google's operating system on it. That's pretty nice. But I still like TCL's better. Resist Aspect. Thank you for the super chat. Patrick, I was just scratching my leg. Thank you. On Newegg. Because I sure as fuck. I really need a horse. Hey Siri. Open Newegg. It's out of stock. Oh, that's not out of stock. Ben Stiller. Go to my cart. Why did they get stranded, Patrick? Sadly, LG's TV Smart UI should be and run the best since it's based on which it was the best of the mobile OSs, but they ruined it instead. And I hate the remote. That it just a stupid design. Ben Stiller. Rich, hello. I'm buying the LG 65C10. I do need to buy the Amazon 4K stick, or is that redundant? Yes, it's redundant. I use the Fire Stick currently. I would say it's fairly redundant. Wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah, Kyle, the LG UI. Should I buy this for that build? Together forever. Yeah, and I could bring the other RAM back. Love. Yeah, okay. What is this? No. Nah. Nah. Not gonna do it. Trying to think. Because I have to do the video for... I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a brain fart right now. Someone told me this. It's pretty... Where can I get... I could always put back in my 9900 KS rig the 2080 Ti, which at 1440p is a great card. 1440p 120. Then I'll put... Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm not going to buy another 3080. That's crazy. Hello, Rich. Hello. I'm buying the LG. I need to buy an Amazon 4K Fire Stick, or is that redundant? I use Fire Stick currently on my TV. Yeah, you don't need to buy it. With all the big YouTubers unboxing the PS5, it's kind of killing the hype for me. I don't really care. I'll still be hyped. The second round of buses got stuck in traffic when the crowd from the first caused it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's the other thing that stopped me too. I'm gonna wait and I'll get a one of the top end AMDs. LG Smart TV, so instead it is redundant to use a Fire Stick. The only thing a Fire Stick would do would bring mobile apps. Yeah, that's why I said it was redundant. You are right. Sony X900H, that video is coming out tomorrow. I have it to my editor. He said he's 70% done. Giddy up, giddy up. You're so luscious. I want to make sure I get all my specialness out of my coffee. Yes, the 2070 Super is still a great card. And as a matter of fact, I rather wait to get a horse. I rather wait to get a... If I could get my hands on a 3070, I'll try. I will try. I will try. Go and lick intro guy's thigh. You could do... HDMI 2.0 can handle 1440p 120. And the cool thing is the Series X and probably the PlayStation 5, but the Series X is confirmed. I saw it in the options with someone with an HDMI 2.0 monitor. Say you have a monitor that's 1440p, 120 hertz, 144 hertz, and you only have HDMI 2.0. Well, good news. If you're buying a Series X, it could output at 1440p 120, and you could still take advantage of the high frame rate on certain games when they offer it. So that's pretty cool. I put the lozenges, yes, Terrence. They're honey lozenges with THC in them. And they mix perfectly in like tea or coffee or my ass. Horsepower is better than any console or PC. Yeah, that's why I'd rather either get a 3070 or get one of the new AMD cards. Maybe I should do an all AMD build for this upcoming build I have with. I got to contact them, let them know I didn't just like take their parts and run away with them. No, dude, my 3080 rig would have a tough time running 4K 120 all the time. You know, but certain games like racing games and first-person shooters, like if they do, they'll probably always have like now a 120 mode for all the Call of Duties, and I'm sure they'll just cut down the visuals for it. The power is a limiting factor for the horse. The power is a limiting factor for the horse. Because when the horse goes down to a course, I gotta go tell someone source. Skip, dip, did a bit up, drip. Make it go and flip. I'm not a horse, but I wanna be. What is the difference between the 6800 XT and 6900 XT? RDNA 2 confirmed to not to have DLSS. Series X and S said they have it, so it's custom solution. So PS5 don't unless they say otherwise. I heard they're doing something with it, though. I have the Razer Blade 15 Advanced with a 2070 Super. I get about 90 FPS in high settings in Warzone. Is that up to par? Yes. That's up to par. I had a dream that I had a PS5 in my hand just to wake up and be ashamed. 14 more days. Also, what do you think of the TCL 4K TV? It says it can do. Does it have HDMI 2.1? Because there's panels that do 120 hertz without HDMI 2. There's a lot of them that they do like the smooth motion and stuff like that. You have to check and look at the specs of the TV to see if it has HDMI 2.1. Because if it doesn't, and I personally wouldn't buy a TV on a promise. That's why I'm glad that. That's why I brought back the LG NanoCell and bought the X900H, even though it's. I'm like, all right, but you know what? I'm under 1,000 because I got the 55-inch X900H. Yes, I know the 65-inch is not that much more money at all. Because shipped to my door, one, I wanted the smaller size because it's a little more versatile for what I'll need it for after the video, and two, to my door, it was under 1,000. 6900 XT 3090 for $999. Really? Ooh. Maybe I'll get that horse. That's the horse I'm going to try to ride. That's the horse I'm going to try to ride. Ben Stiller! Intro guy is shaving his thighs. Moving soon to a state that has medical marijuana available. I'm 19, but I suffer from... I don't know what... I know what PTSD is. Don't know what GAD is. Do you know if accommodations can be made? If you have clinically diagnosed PTSD, I don't know what GAD is, but PTSD... I'm pretty sure that would qualify you. Generalized anxiety disorder, that I don't think would. Because my shoulder was what approved me. They usually don't do it for generalized anxiety disorder, but the PTSD, I think you're good. And I knew generalized anxiety disorder, but I thought maybe the initial stood for something different. Why do horses run on courses? Say intro guys, luscious sources. Depending on the severity of general is enough for New York State. It isn't. If I just had, even though it's diagnosed, generalized anxiety disorder, they wouldn't have given me a card, which is pretty shitty because it helps more with that than my shoulder. She rides my horse every day, if you know what I mean. Ah. What about clinical depression? I don't know. Take your damn clothes. I already had my shirt off, man. I already had it off. Dad already had the shirt off. Dev. PS5 Dev Kit is the best looking next gen console. I don't think so. I think it looks strange. I think it looks like a space invading ship. The X900 is up to $1,400 now. I got mine in time for $1,000. Okay, it's back up in price. So right now there's a difference in the gap. But again, I still wanted, even though the price was super low, I still wanted the smaller size because it just didn't want the big ass size again. And I still think that having it shipped to your door, I thought from a business perspective too. I'm like, oh, saying it. I could have it. You could have it shipped to your door for under $1,000 will be more appealing to people. But even beyond all that, I wanted the smaller size. But yeah, it's a good. You're gonna see, man. It's a good TV. San Pellegrino or Topo Chico. What are those? Is that sparkling water or something? I don't know. I'm debating that for that upcoming rig. I don't know if I could get it supplied from Micro Center. I'll ask them. Obviously, I'll send back the 3900 XT. Because I may want to go all AMD with this build and build a monster PC. And be the horse that I can be in the army. Be all that you can be in the army. Aren't they already out on Switch? I thought someone said Control was already out on Switch. I was going to go get my Switch and see. Is someone trolling me? Good night, Dad. What's a good GPU for the Ryzen 3700X? There's a lot of them, man. Control is out on Switch. That I have to try. No, the TCL, well, the TV does support 120 and variable refresh rate. I wonder if my TCL can do 1440p 120. It only has HDMI 2.0. What do you think? It was only 260 when I bought it. That's a hell of a deal. Dude, 1440p looks great. Looks fine. It looks fine. Looks fine. That's a real good fucking deal, too. I know, I'm going to try Control Cloud after the stream with Ben Hur. He's coming over. Ben Stiller is going to film us playing Control Cloud Edition on the Switch. I bought that PC you said was a decent deal. Also got a 1080p 144 hertz monitor. All told $1,000 for everything. Heart is beating out of my chest. Which PC? I'm just curious because I've recommended a few. Ready for another Rich video on bounce alerts for Big Navi. Probably going to happen. Juicy Booch, how are you? Colin Baker, Rich, should I worry about Amazon hasn't charged me for my Series X pre-order yet? I wouldn't worry because if you don't get it, you'll get it in the future, man. I know everyone's hyped, but I'm not holding my breath on getting all of my orders. Also, I got to head out in a minute. As always, love your show. Content you. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Keep 30 or go 5900X. I don't know, man. Got to look up benchmarks, dude. That's what I'm debating as well, man. I'm debating on if I'm going to go 39, keep the 3900X for this build. I want to go all AMD. Mari, how are you? But, or do I want to be a horse and get a 3070? Kind of a thing if I get a 6900 XT. I don't know. My brain hurts. It doesn't really hurt. Whenever our dad gets baked, his voice gets even deeper. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a world of horses. In a world where intro guy shaves his ass with a big razor. My armpit hair hurts. My darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. Should I get the 55-inch LG C10 or save my money and wait? I got a B9. And let me tell you, man, my 3080 rig hooked up to that thing. Mwah. 4K 120. Luscious OLED. Woo! Can't get any better than that. Can't get any better than that, man. Have you played Dragon's Lair? It would be very stream worthy. Fuck that game. I remember it looking cool as a kid. 860 was shipping for Ryzen 3600. That's still a pretty good deal, man. That's still a pretty good deal. I mean, you got to think about it. You're getting 16. You got the 1 terabyte SSD in there. You got 2 different forms of storage in there, right? I read the title. I obeyed. Hail to the king, baby. I remember Dragon's Lair for the NES on Cinemassacre. Yes. 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 No, I'm getting 4K on a 3080, man. I'm getting 4K 120, dude. Absolutely. Even in what I do is I go to like 1800p in COD because I want to make sure I'm keeping that solid 4K 120. I have all the other settings at max and I turn off ray tracing because it really doesn't make that much of a difference in the visuals of Call of Duty 2019 anyway. There'll be a point with ray tracing where it's going to be like, how did we live without this feature? But it's not there yet. It probably won't be there for like a year and a half, 2 more years. So just turn it off and save the performance for now. Just an FYI, I called Walmart about not getting charged yet, and they said it's because it hasn't shipped yet. All my accessories has shipped, and I've been charged. The patient guys. Be patient, guys. It's coming. Next. I'm riding a horse. I'm doing it. So, lying here in your arms knowing he's in your mind. 1,500 people here just coming here to stare at me, huh? 1,500 people. How's the single life? It's being single. It's COVID, man. It's COVID. Like, what are you gonna do? And I got so much other shit going on, bro. It's like the last thing on my fucking mind, to be quite honest with you. It really, really is. Ray tracing on in Call of Duty 2019 is not. I've seen. I don't think so, man. My PC is a Ryzen 7 3700X, which is a great chip. AMD 5700 XT. Nice 16 gigs, 3200 megahertz, 2 terabyte. Ooh, that's a nice fucking rig, Captain Star Chaser. No complaints there. Yeah, I was about to say, Modern Warfare ray tracing. Well, because you got to think, man, the consoles now don't support ray tracing. I know in that garbage port of Crysis remastered, which, what the fuck did they remaster in that game? It looks a step back in certain ways. I don't even care, Patrick. You know, it is what it is, man. But that's a nice rig, Captain Star Chaser. Trump said there's going to be a red wave that happens, and it's no longer a political party. It's legit a cult. I'm just gonna play games and watch the world burn. Take care of my kids. That's what I'm gonna do. I am going to pull a... Can't think of the... George Carlin. That's what I'm going to do. Because at the end of the day, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So what the fuck am I going to do? I got the PS5 pre-ordered first day on Amazon and digital on Best Buy. Am I guaranteed? That's a thing. I think so. I'm in the same boat too, because everyone's like, "Oh my God, Rich, my pre-order for the Series X got canceled." Because I got all of my stuff day one. So I'm thinking if you got it day one, because I haven't seen anyone personally day one to say it got canceled. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But here's the thing. Oh my God, Rich, they're screwing up the Postal Service, which the Postal Service has been fucked for the past few months. I'm just saying from personal experience, packages, if I see USPS, I almost cringe more than when I see FedEx. And that's saying something. Because FedEx is fucking terrible. But if they're trying to rig the... What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to scratch my ass, take care of my kids, not while scratching my ass. And when I get time, once in a while, I'll play some video games. My day one pre-order was delayed, so no one is safe. There you go. You see? And here is the thing. Not just U.S. Postal Service. With the holidays coming, with the next-gen consoles coming, with the election coming, even though it doesn't affect UPS. And still, though, if you think you're safe because you're getting it delivered UPS, you're not safe, son. You're not safe. It is going to be, especially because this year, think about it. Not only with everything else, with the next gen consoles, they're already going to be stressed. With the holidays coming, they're going to be stressed. People still usually like to go into stores and shop. What are a lot of people not going to be doing this year, and where are they going to be ordering their gifts from? So they're going to get the stress of people who would usually go shopping but now won't due to COVID, pressuring them beyond whether it's the perfect storm of every order getting fucked up. Now, if it doesn't, great. But there's a lot of things that are going against UPS, FedEx, Postal Service, you name it right now. Don't be comfortable because your pre-order is still confirmed. I'm just being honest with you. Now, it may show up day one, but there's a lot of things that may make that not happen. I meant to say that finding potential dates during a pandemic is tough. Hope next year is better. Dude, things until we get, and here's the thing too, you know that people are going to be, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. I would appreciate some advice. I have $600 to upgrade my i5 7600K 2060 RTX rig. Should I go Ryzen? Yes. If so, which one, or buy a new GPU? Go Ryzen. First off, you're on a quad-core, 4-core, 4-thread chip. So it's time to upgrade. I would upgrade that before the 2060 without a doubt. And I would go with Ryzen. You don't even have to go with top-end Ryzen. Go with like an 8-core chip. Go with like a 3700X. And then you can always upgrade it in the future if it's an X570 motherboard. Skipped it up. USPS biz at normal holiday levels all year. It's bad. It's going to get fucking brutal, man. It's going to get brutal. It's going to get hairy. How did I not get an Xbox to review? Because I'm not... Dude, I take off my shirt. I smack cucumbers across my face. I'm not... what they're, and I don't even try, because I know, because I've tried stuff in the past before, and I'm not saying any specific companies, because Microsoft has been, you know, it is what it is. Sony, it is what it is. There's nothing negative I have with them, but yeah, I farted in the mic. Yes. Control is now on Switch. I've played it on an Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, and it dropped frames like a mother. I'm kind of concerned, but it's not. It's cloud, dude. Rich, have you seen the updated PlayStation app? I have not. I have not. I'm really, really hyped to try Control on the Switch. I live in New York City, and I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's going to be a shit show, because they already get stressed on normal holidays, and now you have a holiday where there's a pandemic, where more people are going to be, a significant amount more people are going to be shopping online. Then you have the postal. So think about it. No, it actually still, it's going to, the issue with the postal service is definitely going to affect FedEx and UPS, because think about it. What's going to happen is you're going to have companies like Amazon and Best Buy and Target and anyone who is a retailer that has an e-retailer too, or whatever they fuck, e-commerce, whatever the fuck they call them, because USPS's hands are going to be tied with the election. They're going to lean more on FedEx and UPS and FedEx are already leaned on more because of the pandemic, and people are getting more shit delivered because they're not going to want to go Christmas shopping in stores. It's the perfect storm of shit. It's the perfect storm of shit. Yes, I have 3 of those fridges coming my way. I do. So, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ending a little early tonight because it is later. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through. Regular chat, super chat. I appreciate all of you. And I am going to be back tomorrow with more videos. The TV video comes tomorrow. It's almost done. Have a great evening, everyone.